Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. I'm going to ask you all in the beginning of the video this time instead of at the end to go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Like and share this video if you like it at the end, okay? We are definitely going to be redirecting in this new series that I'm going into. It's actually not a new series. I'm going to be picking up where I left off with the series, okay? We're going back into the P31 SOW, which is the Proverbs 31 School of Wisdom. Now, even though this is directed towards the sisters, you brothers can get a lot out of this as well. Okay, we're not going to be talking about girly girl stuff. Anyone who follows this channel knows that I keep it real all across the board, okay? So if you have daughters, wives, sisters, aunts, it doesn't matter, cousins, this can definitely be for them as well, depending on your age, your mothers as well. But I'm in the P31 SOW series, which is Proverbs 31 School of Wisdom. We're going to be getting back into a book that I published years ago. Woman, thou art bound. Okay, woman, thou art bound. This is kind of like the direct opposite of the woman, thou art loosed. Okay, this is talking about issues that bind women on a daily basis. Okay, I was going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. But before I get into the book in this particular restart of the series, I kind of want to talk about some of the things that we're going to be discussing in the series, okay? Some of the things are touchy subjects, but I think they are well worth getting into. We're going to be talking about polygamy, okay? Which, for those of you who might be of the Christian mindset and not sure what that is, having more than one wife, all right? We're going to be talking about the daughters of Zion and how they've spiraled downward. They've spiraled downward from where we were supposed to be, okay? In morals, values, and lifestyle, everything. We're going to be talking about repentance. We're going to be talking about redemption of daughters of Zion. We're also going to be talking about, the whole training of the women and how they are to keep house and take care of their children and all of those things. But I like to keep it real. So this is not going to be one of those boring sessions where I'm going to be sitting here. Just imagine someone teaching someone how to crochet. Okay, so you get your two crocheting needles and you just go ahead and make your stitch and blah blah blah, and I'm going to show you how to knit and whatever. It's not going to be like that. I hope the audio doesn't cut out on this because we were having issues with that before. So with this initial restart of the series, I will see how the audio is to see if I need to do some further re-evaluation of my equipment before getting too deep into this, because I don't like the interruptions of the audio going in and out, especially when I have no idea why it's doing this. But anyway, we're going to cover a number of different subjects. So stay tuned as we drop some knowledge. Some things you're going to like, some things you are not. But guess what? It's all done in love, and it's all for the betterment and the correction of our people. And keep this in mind too. I think I've said this many times on video. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of Yah. None of us are perfect. And don't think just because a person is giving instruction or teaching or something of the sort in a video, don't think that they think they're perfect, right? We can't disregard something because we're looking for the perfect person to deliver the message, right? We don't think that we're perfect or that we have it all figured out just because we are saying things. Just like the whole scenario of parents who have children say, well, mommy, you did this, or daddy, you did that. You used to smoke cigarettes, so how could you tell me not to? See, here's the deal. When a person has experienced something or they've learned from it, whether it was their own experience or what they've seen others go through, if they are teaching you at a point and they themselves may have, say, smoked cigarettes in the past, it doesn't disqualify them from teaching you or telling you that smoking cigarettes is wrong. So no one is teaching thinking that they are perfect. Okay? So now that I've gotten that part out of the way, I hope that this series lights a fire underneath you. I even have some things in there for the young men. Okay? And the reason why I say the young men is because there are a lot of single parent households that are headed by mothers. Okay? And that being said, you mothers have a job. If there's no man around, you don't have a father around, or any brothers or a husband or any man that's around to aid you with your son. If your son is getting up in age, there can be some things that we can say that can be of help to him as well, because it's hard out here. Okay? It's very difficult out here raising children in a society where they're saying anything goes. Whatever you do, it's okay. You see? And so there's got to be teachings and buffer zones out there that kind of redirects our young people into the right path. Okay. Also, there are brothers who do teach the truth, who are all about the Father's business, who we can point you in their directions. But we are very careful on pointing people in the direction of other people, because we shared a horror story about that in the past, where when we were first coming into what they call this truth, there was a sister that we met, and she asked us if we knew anyone in her area, and we didn't know anyone. So we just looked up some ministries in her area. We said, oh, here's one, right? And it turned out to be a disaster for her. You can't just say, oh, because they believe the same thing or some of the same things, that this is a place that you can send people. That was a lesson that we learned. Everybody doesn't live or think or believe the same way. And so you definitely have to be careful when you are directing someone to a ministry. You have to be careful. It is what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to give this pre-release of the series update so that you know what to expect. Again, I'm going to be coming a lot from here, not just from here, but from some questions that we've seen come across our email or our comment section, or just from comments in general where someone has a big concern or they've shared a story or something like that that we think is worth mentioning. So again, we want to light this series on fires, hoping that it will light a fire under you to redirect your life in the way that it should go. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and stay tuned for the rest of this series. So we will be right back with our next episode shortly after this one. Love you, family. I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.